The day the forest stood still. The dawn in the great emerald forest was not like dawn anywhere else. Here, the sky didn't just brighten, it blossomed. It began with a faint blue glow behind the distant mountains. Then pink brushed the treetops. Then gold spilled across the leaves like warm honey melting in sunlight. And for just a moment, everything felt new. Birds stretched their wings. Rivers shimmered. Tree trunks glowed softly, holding the warmth like memory. But that morning, the forest didn't sing loudly like it usually did. It murmured. It whispered, like it knew something extraordinary was about to happen. Because today, a tiger cub would walk into Forest Harmony School. The first tiger to ever do so. Inside a cave carved into smooth river rock, a young tiger named Tigo opened his eyes. His fur held the colors of sunrise, bold orange, deep black, soft white. Like a flame painted with shadows, he stretched his paws in front of him. Large paws, strong paws. Paws that could make the ground shake when he ran. But now, they just trembled. His heart beat so fast he could hear it in his ears. Thump, thump, thump. Today was his first day at school. Not a school for hunters, not a school for warriors, not a school where tigers roared and chased and learned to strike. No, this school taught something much harder. Kindness, patience, teamwork, listening, understanding. All the things that didn't come easily to a tiger who was bone strong. Tigo's stomach twisted. "Mom," he whispered. His mother, Arava, raised her head. She was a legend in the Northern Valley. Not because she was the strongest, though she was. Not because she could defeat any predator, though she could. But because she had dignity, a quiet strength. A storm held still. Her eyes, the color of dark amber, softened at the sight of him. "Come here," she said gently. Tigo walked to her and pressed his head against her chest. Her fur smelled like forest rain and warm stone. "I don't know if I can do it," he whispered. "What if they hate me?" Arava lowered her head and rested her jaw softly over him. "My son, many will fear you before they know you. That is not your fault." Tigo's throat tightened. His eyes stung. "Then what do I do?" "You show them your heart," Arava answered. "Not your claws, not your strength, your heart." Tigo breathed in, slow, deep. He nodded. He didn't feel brave, but he felt loved. And sometimes that is enough to take the first step. They walked together through the morning forest. Sunlight filtered through branches like golden threads. Birdsong swirled in the air. Flowers opened as they passed, but whispers followed too. A squirrel froze mid-acorn bite. That's a tiger." A rabbit pressed against its mother. "Will he attack us?" A young deer, bolder than wise, lifted his chin. "He shouldn't be allowed at school. Tigers only cause trouble." Arava stopped walking. She turned to the deer. Not with anger. No. With something far, far stronger. Calm. Danger does not come from size or teeth. Danger comes from choices. Remember that. The deer stepped back, ears folding in embarrassment. Tigo wished the ground would swallow him. He didn't want to be feared. He didn't ask to be born a tiger. They kept walking. Soon they reached the clearing. There, in the center of the forest, stood the great Harmony tree. It was ancient, massive. Its roots spread wide like open arms, curving into natural archways that formed classrooms of grass and earth. Its leaves made a canopy so deep and green that stepping under it felt like walking into another world. A wooden sign hung from a vine, Forest Harmony School, where every heart learns to grow. Young animals gathered in groups, rabbits with twitching noses, fawns with big gentle eyes, monkeys that could not stand still, bird hatchlings hopping excitedly, a lion cub, golden-furred and bright-eyed, standing proudly. When the lion cub saw Tigo, he did not flinch. He did not whisper. He stepped forward. "You're Tigo, right?" he asked. Tigo nodded. The lion grinned. "I'm Leo. This year just got interesting." Tigo blinked. No fear, no judgment, just curiosity. For the first time that morning, Tigo's heartbeat slowed. A tall white stork stepped to the front. Her feathers looked like soft snow. Her eyes were gentle but deep, like she could see through anger, fear, and pride all at once. She said, "I am Miss Willow. This school is for every creature who wishes to learn. Every voice matters. Every path is respected." She looked around the crowd, then directly at Tigo. "And here we do not judge by strength or size, only by choices." Tigo felt warmth bloom in his chest. But then a sharp voice cut the air. "But how do we know a tiger won't attack us?" A young raccoon stood on a fallen log, chest puffed out dramatic as the sun. Gasps echoed. Tigo froze. Miss Willow didn't scold. She didn't shout. She didn't dismiss. She simply turned to Tigo. "Tigo, if you feel comfortable, you may speak." The entire forest held its breath. Tigo's throat tightened. His paws shook. But he remembered his mother's words. He stepped forward. "I know I look scary, and I know tigers can be dangerous, but I don't want to hurt anyone. I want to make friends. I want to learn. I just want a chance." Silence, not empty. Full. Something shifted in that moment. Not acceptance. Not trust.